Are you with me? That is very, very important. Let's take a look at the search engines, because search engines are where most of the internet users start their online activity. They go to their favorite search engine, try to look for the information they are looking for. Now, we are talking about natural listing on Google or Yahoo, those major search engines here, because it is important for you to be able to have those major search engines list your website naturally without having to pay them any money. Now, why Google became successful? Do you know? For one reason, and one reason only, because they provided accurate search results. That's why people liked to go back to Google to do more search. Are you with me? Yeah. You see, everything I teach is very simple and very logical, right? And to be able to, therefore, to be able to list it on the first page of Google, what you have to do is to satisfy search engine users' needs. You can have tricks, you can have software, you can have all these games that you try to play against Google. This could work in short term, but in long term, you will have to satisfy what Google is trying to provide to search engine users, which is to have the most accurate, most relevant, most updated information. That is the key of long-term success of search engine optimization. Now, I don't recommend that you do it right in the beginning of your online business, because it's very, very complicated and it is very, very time-consuming. And now I'd like to show you a case study, because to me, anyone can have a website listed on the Google's first page by doing something if a key phrase is Tom Hua at World Internet Summit 2011, Australia, because it is very, very targeted. But unfortunately, no one would type in that key phrase. Not many, at least, right? So now I'm going to show you a case study. You see what can happen to your website if you do what I ask you to do. I am using Google Australia. Pay attention. This is very small for you to see, but I would like you to pay attention to the screen so that you can see it. I did a search using Google Australia called the cheapest business hosting. And as you can see on the top of those websites listed on the top of that yellow background, and all these sites listed on the right hand, these are the website owners participating in Google's pay-per-click program called Google AdWords. Okay, every single time if someone clicks on those links, the website owner will have to pay Google a fee. And from this point on, these are the naturally listed websites. As you can see, the first link belongs to hostingbay.com.au. The second link also belongs to HostingBay because it's our reseller page. And even the third link, I don't know how this happened. When I checked, we only had 2 links last night. Now, you tell me, say, cheapest business hosting. That's a lousy key phrase. Who is going to type in that, right? Trust me, people do. Otherwise, these people wouldn't be paying for that key phrase. But having said that, now I want you to pay 110% attention, okay? I'm going to delete all these and leaving hosting, one word. Now this, we are going to do a search on this one word called hosting. Hosting is one of the most competitive and the most expensive keywords on the planet because people competing over that keywords are website hosting companies. You think they know search engine optimization, programming, networking more than ordinary business owners? Absolutely, right? Now look at the result. Now you have over 7 million websites listed and the HostingBay listed on the #1 link. #1, can you see that? Thank you very much. Thank you. Now these are pages from Australia. Now I'm going to click on this cross. When I click on this cross, you'll see the result of the entire web. Okay, now you have 622 million websites listed under that keyword called hosting. And the HostingBay is still listed #1, which is on top of Wikipedia. Can you see that? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. This is brilliant result. Of course, not only Google has given us the first link that is dominating the first link, but also has provided 4 sublinks. You see, domain member login, contact us, support, domain manager link. These are the site links from our web pages. Google are sending people directly to one of our web pages rather than only sending them to the home page. 622 million websites, ladies and gentlemen. Listen, if you have a service or product, that is targeted to a huge market, such as hosting. You know, every business would need that service. And you have few hundred competitors on the internet, and your website can dominate the #1 position at Google. Trust me, you have to be rich. You can't run. Money will chase after you. Go ahead. Thank you. Would you like to know how I made it happen?
Yes.
Would you like to know the truth?
Yes.
Can you handle the truth?
Yes.
The truth is that I don't know how to do it. But another truth is that I know people who can do it for me. Is that good enough?
Yes.
I didn't do this. I get some other guys did it for me. And every single one of you can have an opportunity to have access to those kind of services. Okay, I'm going to share that with you later in my presentation. Now that's about the search engine. Again, you know, let me emphasize this with you. I mean, you know, I don't think there's anyone else can show you a case study like this. You know, I mean, to me, it's okay to have a long phrase, you know, with a few thousand websites listed, then you on the first page of Google, such as Tom Hua at World Internet Summit 2011, Sydney. Okay, it is okay to do that, but this is a much more powerful, you know, single word and with few million competing websites. Having said that, and you know, of course you can participate in pay-per-click programs so that you can buy traffic from search engines to your website instantly. The key here is to find those golden keywords. Don't buy that S word, don't buy that F word, don't buy that word called hosting. You have to pay maybe $50 a click if you buy keywords like that. What I would recommend is to go for those key phrases such as cheapest business hosting that would be much cheaper than hosting itself. And if you can manage to come up with a long list of those golden keywords, they are much cheaper, and often you can have even more targeted customers come to your website, because the more words that they use in their search, the more specific, you know, they are, what they are looking for. So this is my recommendation, to have a long list of those golden keywords, we call them. They are not as expensive as those first category keywords, but they still have decent search volume in combined. That's about the search engine.